Alright, so we're back. It's been a bit of a hiatus. Just been very busy lately, but, you know, had a lot of people ask that I make a return. It's been too long, which, you know, it has been a while. Just been very busy, so, you know, glad to be back. But we are here today with an updated collection video because if you saw my last one, that was however many months ago. It was a good bit of time. And a lot has changed since then. So, yeah, you know, let's just get going. Don't need a crazy intro. Alright, let's start off with this thing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's like a really crappy stainless steel Benchmade CCC. It's not worth talking about. I think I talked about it a little bit in the last one. I got it as part of a trade. It's cool. It's not great. You know, and I was thinking like maybe I could like get it speed channeled or shortened or something and it would be okay, but it's, I don't know. You can't polish a turd. And this thing's a turd, so we're just gonna let that be. Alright, let's get into the more interesting stuff. Beater V1, first production, Tonto Kraken. Now, this thing is a super fun flipper. I got this a long time ago. Okay, can I please land something? Anyway, this is probably one of my most flipped knives. I just like always have a good time with it. It flows well. It's, you know, comfortable in the hand. Kraken's all of a good weight. This one in particular, because of V1, V1s have like a little bit more handle bias, I think. They have, this part goes down a little further, this like opening here. The handle gap's not great, but I don't know, it flips just like a little bit differently than all of the other Krakens I've had. And, oh boy, I messed that up. I really enjoy it. It's a fun knife to flip. It's a cool piece to have, you know, number 531 or whatever. So yeah. That's the V1 Tonto Kraken. Yeah. Let's just put this down before I keep messing up with it. Alright, let's try to hide these a little bit. Keep it interesting for you. We're gonna go with the V1 Poni next. This thing is something. It's like not the best plastic Balisong I've flipped, but it's kind of grown on me. I think in the last collection update I've made, I said I didn't like it all that much. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I really didn't like it too much until recently. I found it like kind of hard to grip, kind of, I don't know, just felt strange in the hand and very plasticky, which obviously it is plastic, but some things like plastic ones feel like they have a little bit of mass to them. This one really feels like there's not much there. It just feels like soft plastic, you know, but it's a V1, so they have since improved their design greatly, as I hear. To tell you the truth though, I have not tried it yet. Love to give it a try if anyone wants to let me try theirs. But, you know, in the meantime, it is kind of what it is, and I think it's like a very non-threatening looking plastic Balisong, because, like, I know all the plastic ones are, like, kind of non-threatening, like, that's sort of the point, but this one in particular feels very, you know, just friendly. Like, what is this going to do to you? Absolutely nothing. So, fun knife. Glad I have it in my collection. It bends. So that's something. Anyway, let's move on from that one. Alright, next knife we are talking about. Let's do my newest one. This is the Mako V4.5, which is, whoa, what am I doing? Really surprising to me. This thing is like good. Like I expected it to be okay, but I really enjoy flipping this thing. And oh my toe, dude. Alright, if I could flip it after flipping the super light Poni. I feel like this is a mix between a Squidtrainer and a Squiddy, if you met in the middle there. Which people might be like, oh, that's a Triton, but like, no, I don't know. This one has like the very non-threatening, chill, you know, Squiddy vibe that I think the Triton is kind of lacking. It's not like, oh my god, dude. It's not like the Kraken is, it's not like the Triton is like particularly threatening, but like, this thing has like a little shark on it, you know? It's just like, it's just good. I don't know. I just like it. It has like has a little bit of handle bias to it, or it can be like dead neutral if you get rid of these. But I like a little bit more handle bias on these. So I'm gonna use this as a beater, just because it like, I don't know, it's like you can bring it places because it looks so nice and friendly, and it's not a big, you know, titanium thing that like if I lose it, it's like the end of the world. It's just a fun little, you know, Mako. So Mako V4.5 gets a thumbs up from me. Better than the Triton in my opinion. Triton's good, Mako's better. And the crazy thing I just realized is, if you just cover up, try to do this with one hand, or a Kraken, there, you can't see anything, ready? Watch, I cover that up, please. If I cover this up, does that not look exactly like a V1 Triton? Like, tell me I'm wrong. Someone tell me I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just like, it was kind of a funny thing that I hadn't realized before. And, ooh, that was not good. And since learning it, it's not like my life has changed drastically. But I think it was just something kind of interesting that I thought I might draw some attention, or bring some attention to. So yeah, fun flipper overall, and I would recommend it, honestly. As far as Squid products go, this is a really good one. Okay. Should I leave these open? Maybe I will. I'll leave them open like this in the corner, and then, you know, you can keep looking at them. Or whatever. Alright, that's what we've gone through so far. Gonna keep going through the bottom shelf of my case. Shelf, I don't know, compartment, whatever you want to say. Ah, dude, this is not in the bottom compartment. I don't know where I put that up. There we go. That one's, I want to leave that one near the end, because that's a knife that is near and dear to my heart. Just like the Squidtrainer. This is my favorite, probably, maybe my second favorite Squid product of all time. It's just so, like, good. The V4 Squidtrainer, for what it is like absurd. And it's especially crazy that you can get them for like $100 secondhand now, which is like crazy. The V4, that is bushings. This is my beater Squidtrainer. I probably flip this more than anything else just because I take it places. It's like, you know, kind of not an everyday carry thing because I don't really keep Balisongs with me. But I do flip it a lot, and it's definitely what I travel with. Last time I was here, I think I had a V3.5, and so this has jimping. It is on bushings. Those are the only differences. Handle gap's better. Overall, it's like really solid. There are a few things. Sorry, I'm trying not to fling this into my wall because that would kind of suck. This thing is just like a really good all-around flipper. Like, and it requires no maintenance. Hello? Requires no maintenance, like whatsoever. And so I think it's really just such a good all-around product. Like, if there's one thing that you have to get, I don't want to hit that. If there's like one product, one flipper that you had to get, you know, trainer or whatever, just to take anywhere, I would probably recommend the Squidtrainer. It's just so well-rounded. Like, this thing, I have not oiled it once, I think, since I've gotten it, since I've had it. That was, how long ago was that? February, I think. So it's been a long time. At the time I'm recording this, it is July. Anyway, this thing, it's just like, holds up really well. Like, I almost never have to tighten it, even though the bushings are not properly sized. I never oil it. I drop it on everything. My only complaint with this one that I've never experienced with any of the other Squidtrainers I have is that these pins move around. They slide a good bit, which I know is going to be covered by Squid's warranty, but, you know, not awesome. Not super thrilled about that. But, you know, I'll cross, if they fall out, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'm sure Squid will be happy to help out with that issue, because they have pretty good customer service, honestly. Yeah, let's move on. What are we doing next? I think it's time. Let's bring out the Eps Wraith. Now, this thing is nuts. Like, really, really good knife. I never made a full review on this, but I was thinking about it for a while, just because it's like, there's a lot going on here, and pretty much all of it's good. For $280, I think is what they retailed for. Honestly, I don't think you can beat this. This thing is, in my opinion, better than a rep. They're both good, but you're paying $400 for a new rep and $280 for this. And then on top of that, for reps, BRS is not going to help you when you have horrible tolerances on your mint rep. But EPS, you don't even have to worry about that on, because it comes with incredible tolerance out of the box. Like, this has absolutely no tap, absolutely no play. Sorry for the background noise. Here, let me just show you this. I have not tightened or oiled this in a week and a half, probably, because I don't really care for my knives that well. Sorry to all you, I don't know, knife care stands out there or whatever. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, it's just, it holds up. You don't have to do much with it, which is pretty clutch, because you can just take this anywhere and then you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, it's G10. I'll give a little bit of a like overview of this, because I know not many people have seen it. Blade steel, high quality, G10 scales, some high grade titanium liners and spacers. The balance is like neutral with like a slight handle bias. It is square at the bottom and then tapers to like more round near the top, which means it's really good for fanning, but also carries momentum for things like rollovers really well. And yeah, it's just such a quality piece overall. And for $280, like, what more could you ask for? So this thing is kind of a must-have. I think, for anyone that can find it. If you're not getting one, and you see one for a good price, you're in the market for a knife, I can't think of a good reason not to buy one of these, except that the 101s come out soon, and those are supposed to also be really, really good. So, Eps Wraith definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Ooh, crap, that was right. And the maker is an absolute legend. Sorry, I don't know his name. But, dude that makes the Wraith, ooh, that was by handle side. So people are going to hate me for this, but I do dull my knives because I play sports and I have younger siblings, and yeah, it's either that or I find only trainers, and I like how most of these live blades flip more than their trainers. So it's dull. Come at me. I really don't care. It's not that I'm against sharp live blades, it just doesn't work for me, so, you know, we keep them dull. Anyway, thumbs up for the Eps Wraith. Okay. Let's do Tachyon clone. Now this thing is awesome. These are like really trendy now too. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just tighten this. And then I'm gonna just put it down. I'm not like gonna edit this video at all. So like, if that makes you angry, then stay mad, I guess. Nothing's gonna change. So this is just gonna be one take, and I didn't change anything before, recording this. So yeah, you can just like, I guess, listen to me tighten this real quick. Not sure what else to say about it. We can do an overview first. It has grade 4, grade 5 titanium scales. It is handle biased because it's like in a very old style flipper. Not like handle biased in the way that you can't fan though. Like this thing fans just fine. It just takes a minute to get used to because it is certainly handle biased. It has weight adjustment options. Comes with 3 barrels in each, which is way too much weight. I think anyone will tell you that. You almost always just flip it with 1. Some people flip it with 2. I flip it with 1. But for a clone, these things are almost 1-to-1 with the real thing, which is crazy. Like, there are not many clones like that. And at this point, it's rare. Like, these things are hard to find and go for, I don't know, like $120, I think is like a fair price for them, but people are paying a whole lot more for them now. Just because the Tachyon itself goes for like $1,000 plus, and this is so close. Like, crazy close. And so why wouldn't you just go for it? This is one of those clones that's like widely accepted. Like, pretty sure Geof has one of these. I know Murnax has one of these. A lot of people have this knife just because it's so close to the real one, and the real one is out of production. So I would highly recommend picking up one of these if you find it for a good deal, because no matter what, reselling it is so easy. I have a wait list. You know that? I have a wait list of people that are like, if you're ever going to sell that thing, DM me and I'll buy it. And that's like saying they will buy it. It's not like, maybe I'll think about it. It's like I got at least 5 people waiting just for me to be like, hey, I'm selling this. And they would buy it. It's crazy. This is one of the most, I don't know, sought after things right now. Ever since, I don't know, whenever people started getting them, they've been big. Because it's just like, an example of the peak flipping performance of 2016 maybe, when these came out. But absolutely legendary knife. This is the second one I've owned. By far the better one out of the 2, honestly. The other one was modded. It was cool, and it was great, and the reason I wanted to get this one, but this one's better. It's stone-washed, it's grippy, it's just cool, and, looks like a real tack, which is awesome. So yeah, if you can find one, get it. Has some tap. It can be tuned out, though. I just don't feel like it. All right, let's move on to the Miiiknives Verdict. This one I've talked about in the past, and my opinions have not changed. Ooh, and this one's unsharpened, by the way. Not even dulled, it's just like the one I got was unsharpened. This thing is crazy good, and people undervalue it absurdly. They go for, if you want to know more about it, just watch my full review, but they retailed for, what is it, pre-orders were $500, they retailed for $700, and I got this one for like a value of $390 maybe, $350 or something. I can't even remember, but it's one of the best, one of my happiest purchases because I adore this thing. It's so ambitious in its design. It's just, that's like the big thing for me. Like, it flips well. It flips, actually, I compare it to a titanium Squidtrainer, because if you look at the dimensions, like side-by-side comparison, they're pretty similar, like size-wise, and the balance is comparable. This one's a little bit more neutral, but let me just run back through some of the crazy ambitious design things that this does. Number one, not crazy ambitious, but harpoon blade, not many people do that. Looks like it's from a Transformers movie. That's, I'm sorry, there's background noise. I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe cut out the sound for this part or something. We'll figure it out, you know, so, yeah. Okay. So this, harpoon blade looks like it's from a Transformers movie. That's really cool. The blade is copper washed, so it's like coppery in there, and in this one, serial number 25. Right, I don't know if you can see that. Nobody does that. That's so cool. Like, you don't even notice it until you take a close look. But it's just like an awesome feature to have. Ooh, boy. Flips are not flipping today. Yeah, so, jeez. These shapes are something I've never seen on anything else. Super clean though, I love it. It has divots for like indents for when you're fanning and stuff, which is just like cool. Like, it doesn't, I think practicality wise, it works a little bit. Like, it doesn't do too much for you to the point where it's like, you know, a game changer, but I think it's cool and you can definitely feel it while you're using it. Same thing for here for like ladders and stuff. It's like jimping. There's like this cut off corner there. It's just, that's a style thing, but I think it's cool. It like really helps indicate that like this looks closed, this looks very open. I think that bottom corner does a lot for that. Comes with carbon fiber spacers stock or G10, I can't remember. I think, not gonna lie, it feels kind of like G10 to me, but I've been told it's carbon fiber. Either way, it's good. The weight works nicely, has a good balance. I can scissor really easily on this thing, which is cool. Not really sure what else to say about it. It's not, I don't think it's everyone's bag. Like, you feel it and you pick it up and it feels a little bit strange, like a bit of, I don't know, a non-traditional knife. Like, you don't pick it up like a Kraken where it's just like, oh yeah, obviously this is, you know, standard and good. I mean, I think you pick it up and think that it's good, but it doesn't feel standard. And then you flip it for like 5 minutes and it's like awesome. It really is a great knife, and the maker, she honestly killed it with this. It's like, ooh. Yeah, I love the Verdict. I really do, and it comes up in, I talk about it a lot, just because I think people undervalue it. But it's definitely worth the money, definitely worth, you know, watching Miiiknives. Like, keep an eye on what she does, because there is some stuff coming out, I've heard, and it should be very interesting. Very interesting. Super fun to see. And this kind of ambition I just don't see with many other makers. Like, everyone just sticks to making knives, like, long and neutral with, like, I don't know, it's just not interesting to me. And I saw this and I was like, wow, I need that. And I'm so glad I got it. Anyway, there's my little verdict rant. What else do we got? By the way, none of these are, like, tightened or oiled because I just don't really, you know, I just flip them how they are. And when I feel like it needs it, I'll do it. I don't know. I haven't felt like it needs it for these. Anyway, this is the EX11. What is going on? Is this, like, doing something weird? No, we're chilling. I don't know, maybe I'm just going crazy. The EX11 is an absolute grail for me, and I was lucky enough to have Mr. Geof Dumas throw me together this blemished one for a discounted price at the time when I could not have bought a full one of these. And it really is an amazing knife. There's not much more I can say about it. It's just like high-grade titanium, quality blade steel, absolute pleasure to work with Mr. Dumas. Whoa. There are multiple weight things. You can get barrels for these. He doesn't make them, but other people do. They're like secondhand. These ones are skeletonized titanium, not the full-length ones. I have a full review on this, and my, opinion stays the same. There's not much else for me to say about it. It's just really good. And, I think I said before that it's like the classic, the older style Balisong like this, just done very well and like modernized. It's like evolved in a very nice way. And it's a unique piece, There's not a whole lot else that looks like the EX11. Or if there is, it's after the EX11 was made. So yeah, love this thing. Awesome knife. 100% recommend if you can find one to get one. Okay, DCB Genesis. This thing is my newest addition to the collection. And I think I have a video recorded that's good enough. I don't know. I recorded a video and it like sat for a while because it's not great, but I might just post it because I don't feel like recording another. Anyway, mini review of this right now. There will be a full review posted later that you'll have to check out. High quality titanium blades, high quality something. This is a V2. The big takeaway for me with this is it helped me realize that you can have a handle biased short knife that still fans well. Like if you make a long knife, then it pretty much has to be neutral or else it's not gonna like fan or flow very nicely. But this, by being short and slightly handle biased, can fan incredibly, just like, I don't know, it gets the benefits of a neutral knife and a handle bias knife all in one, which is so cool to see. I love this thing. It could take the spot of number one for me as far as knives. Like, from the stuff I own, this thing is like the first, it's one of the first, like, big time, non-blemished, or anything, grails that I've had. Sorry, the sound in the back is the controller shaking, or vibrating or whatever, Anyway, this thing, it's just so much fun to flip. It does so many things right, feels very premium, and I really think there's not much more for me to say about it. Oh, dude, I gotta stop doing that, man. Any scratches, any chips in the blade? It looks like there would be, right, after I do that. No, we're chilling. Quality stuff right there. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna end it off by saying that It's great. If you get a chance to pick up one of these, go for it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. People want to know about pricing. This is the pricing, all right, of all of these. Don't know, really cheap, like 30 bucks. This thing I got traded with a value of like 60 maybe for V4.5, which is not bad. This thing I bought a while ago for $200, which was kind of an absurd deal. This one I traded for a value of 140 maybe. It was when it was brand new. So, you know, the value is higher than it is now. Eps Wraith, straight up bought for retail, secondhand, $280, which was like awesome deal. Because they go for much more usually now. This thing I bought for $120, which is also kind of crazy, because like finding one in great condition like this for like a reasonable price is clutch. So this thing, I already mentioned the price. I got it for $390 trade or something like that. I really can't remember. It was a long time ago. Pretty good deal for it though, considering how much I love it. This one I got blemished. It had like some kind of serious blemishes. Like in the blade, there's like slight pitting, which doesn't spread, but that is a really significant deal for blades, which is why I got such a good deal on it. And it's like, you know, perfectly functioning. There's nothing wrong with it flipping wise. It's just something important to know. And I think one of these is like offset or something. But I got this for, it's just because it's blemished, by the way. It's not like, you know, these issues would all be fixed in the main one. I got this for $450 or something. 400, I don't know, I can't remember. It was like fantastic deal though. Absolutely incredible. Dumas the goat for that. This thing is probably the most I spent on any Balisong ever at like $600, I think. Or no, $650? Did I pay $650? I think I paid $650. It is awesome. Love it. It's the first time I've actually spent grail money on a grail. Which is cool. But, you know, it's a super fun knife, and I'm so glad I own it. Fits my preferences perfectly. Flightanium vault case. It was like a limited edition thing. It's like cool. I keep my live blade stuff on the top. I have one live blade on the bottom, but KPL, which I use for like oiling blades, make sure they stay nice. And then Carbon Honey is what I use for the pivots. I have a Weehaw like storable Torx thing. It like, you know, clips back in there, which is cool. And that just goes right on the side here. Teflon tape, if I ever need to, you know, tape down any screws or anything. I don't use Loctite because it sucks. Please do not use Loctite. You don't need it. Just, you know, use Teflon tape or any of these other methods that work very well. Like I said, I'm not editing this. This is just going to be a, you know, one take video kind of thing. And so we are going to try to get the thumbnail set up now. You get to get the whole experience, I guess. And I do feel strange having the clone up there. So we're going to go like that. I think that's reasonable. Bing. We don't even need these to be there. They're great. Actually, I like this more than the Mako. We're going like that. Ready? Boom. Now I can screenshot that and use it as a cover thing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Sorry it's very like, you know, I don't know, not polished. But yeah, this is how all my videos are going to be because, yeah. Alright, hope you enjoyed.